Danny, an unbelievable afternoon here at the Leasing.com Stadium. A 6-3 win, a hat-trick for yourself, and you through to the second round of the Emirates FA Cup for the first time ever. What an achievement.
Yeah, it was a brilliant afternoon. The start was a bit crazy, but I think we definitely settled it down second half and controlled the game.
Like I said, it does seem like an age ago now, but it was a crazy start to the game. Obviously exchanging 4 goals inside 15 minutes. It's actually a similar story to the Curzon game in the league the other week. Obviously exciting to be part of, and scoring both those goals for the Silkmen. Was the ones we conceded, though, would you say perhaps just a bit of a lapse of judgment?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I think it's something that we've known this season. Once we score a goal, sometimes I think we switched off a little bit. I think we definitely tightened up second half. I think that they wanted it to be a bit of a basketball game. They were playing it straight out from the back and hitting it onto the big men. I think it was causing us a few problems. So I think that once we kind of got to grips with the transitions and controlled the game a little bit, I think it took us a little bit too long to get used to that. But they were susceptible at the back as well. So I'm glad that we, for the most part, took advantage of that.
You obviously did so completing your first half hat-trick not long before the break. That must be a new career highlight for you, and I would have thought that puts you up there as well with the top scorers in the competition, which is something you must be really proud of.
Yeah, I'm really proud of that. I can't remember if I've ever scored a first half hat-trick, so I was really delighted with that, and it could have been 4, should have been 4, but yeah, I'm delighted.
Obviously the occasion is bound to play a part, but you did well to reassert yourselves into the game, and especially in that second half, and make it yours. Dorse gets one straight after the break. That couldn't have come at a much better time, could it?
No, I think that we'd spoke a lot about controlling the game at half time. I think we definitely did that. The last 20 minutes they got really tired, and we were able to control the game. We're a really fit team, and I think we wanted to play into our strengths and try and limit theirs. In terms of controlling possession. I think we went straight out and obviously controlled possession straight away, and Dorse managed to get on the edge of the box. It's a great strike. That put us in the driving seat really to then go and score a 5th and a 6th as well.
Like you said, Rolls then giving you some breathing space. How important was that, given that otherwise you would have nearly had 45 minutes to hold on? Yeah,
I think that we've been doing set pieces a lot recently. We've looked really dangerous from set pieces over the last couple of weeks, so it's nice to get a good goal from one. Rollin and Lou both deserve their goals as well. We've been really good at the back over the last few weeks. As I say, the first half an hour was a little bit of an anomaly for us, but I think for the rest of the game we controlled it really well and dealt with their threats really well as well.
As you mentioned, Fenn has even got on the act himself. You also made up for him as well.
Yeah, it's like flipping Cafu at the minute. Honestly, he's so solid on the ball. The way that he controls it, the way that I think we've got used to now kind of knowing what passes he likes to play and making those runs as well. And he organises really, really well. He's such a steady and consistent player. I think he's been such a good player for us over the last few weeks.
It's great how it all seems to be slowly knitting together now, and it's come at such a great time. Obviously through to the second round now, a new club record, and I'm sure you'd be keen to make more history in that next round. But any preference on an opponent and a venue?
Not really. I think that I'd ideally want to play at home because I think we're really, really good at home. I don't really mind who we get. Obviously we want to get to that third round because then anybody becomes available. We love a big away fixture. But I think the confidence at the minute, we back ourselves against anybody, and especially at home.